good morning, good afternoon, people of the world. My name's Dee.
My name's James.
I want to talk about that bug machine that you've just brought. It's like one of those machines that you get in restaurant kitchens. It's like a blue light and it attracts the bug and then it zaps them. And he's got one with a fan in it and it's really small. And it's actually it's got a rechargeable battery in it so you can carry it around. And he was actually chasing a fly with it earlier, trying to suck this poor fly into the motor. Shocking behaviour.
It's called the Bug Exterminator. It's from eBay, from China.
Yeah? You bought it on eBay? How much was that?
About £7 to £10. I can't exactly remember, but it's got a power adapter, it's battery powered, it's got a fan. The problem is though, the bug killer zapper is so weak and the fan's so weak, it only kills the tiny little weak flies who sucks into the fan. The big flies just laugh at it. It'll get them in the end, and that's why I was doing the manual chasing after the flies.
So what you're trying to do is actually coax the fly in. It's a bit like entrapment really, isn't it?
It's an awesome bit of kit. Everyone should have one. And when it finally catches a big fly, you know, it'll pay for itself.
What are you going to do, sell the fly? Or they buy them by the pound?
I'll probably catch a really old or already injured fly, or something, a pre-injured one, I think. Do you want to hear how it sounds when it's turned on?
Okay, bring it over here. For everyone who has never heard one of these bug exterminators with a fan, it turns...
It sucks the flies in.
It sucks the flies in.
Remember, it's from eBay and all the way from China, so it's very advanced. Ready?
And it's not that loud, really.
They put something in there to test the electric shock power of it.
I'm not putting my finger in.
It's very dangerous.
Put a little bit of lettuce in there.
It's a very dangerous bit of kit, this is.
Right, I've grown some little lettuces from scratch, from seedlings. So I'm actually going to poke a bit of lettuce through. This is dangerous. I'm dicing with my life,
guys.
Get a
shock, don't blame me, okay?
Right.
It's designed to kill.
I'm poking a piece of lettuce into the machine.
It's conductive, remember, because it's electric. Don't touch me.
Oh,
come on,
nearly.
Put it in there.
I'm too scared. Shouldn't I be holding this with something rubber? So the electricity doesn't go through to my fingers?
Yeah.
Oh, it didn't do anything. Oh, you scared me. No, I know why it didn't do anything. I was touching the light and not the electric bars.
You die, don't blame me.
I won't die. The flies don't even die. Good way to toast a little piece of lettuce, though.
A bit longer.
No.
With some tinfoil.
The whole beauty of it is that it doesn't actually reach. It's just humouring me.
Oh, well, let's get a bit longer.
No.
It's really heavy, this advanced technology.
That's why when you go to a Chinese restaurant, you get a fly in the soup. Because it's advanced technology from China. Switching it off because it's so powerful.
So, review, I'll give it 4 stars out of 5 for appearance because it's very beautiful.
It's quite beautiful actually. It's blue and it's like the shape of an egg.
I'll give it 2.5 stars out of 5 for performance because it does kill the little flies.
Right.
And innovation, I'll give it 3.5 because it is portable. So if it actually was powerful, it would be godlike because you take it on holiday and you carry it for your
you could sleep with it by your bedside, on your bedside cabinet.
Yeah.
And because you can sleep with it, that means it will get the mosquitoes. Well, maybe it's just for mosquitoes.
Let's clarify, you don't actually sleep with it, you put it down near you, or wait, you don't actually sleep with it.
No, I didn't mean hug it while you're in bed. How do you feel about the machine that you've brought from China killing flies? Do you feel that it's a sad, abrupt end to their life? Do you feel that, they deserve to live as any other being? Do you feel that it's bad karma to use the machine, or do you think that they're just disgusting, dirty creatures?
Well, you see, the thing is, I don't like unnecessary killing, but they're knowingly and willfully invading my airspace. They've got on my skin, they're trying to bite me, they're getting on the food, on the drink, spreading disease and filth, and they're coming in, so they're invaders. So it's defence. It's like defending your country from an invading army. I wouldn't go to the fly home country and kill all the flies, but they come into my place and they start bothering me. They're dead.
Yeah, you don't turn up at the rubbish dump, do you, and start eating their food?
Swatting flies there.
No.
At the end of the day, spiders generally mind their own business, so I don't kill spiders. In fact, I've rescued many from the bath. Flies they're invading, they're conquerors, and they're spreading disease and filth, and they're cheeky little buggers. They keep coming on me, flying around me. I'm trying to do my own thing. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't ever kill unnecessary. I'm a man of peace at heart.
I know, and sometimes I feel it is a shame. It's like when you're walking down the street, it's raining and there's snails and worms on the floor and slugs, and you accidentally tread on a snail and you hear that crunch, and you're like, oh, it's so sad.
Yeah, it upsets
It was
me.
just going about its everyday life, trying to get out of the rain and squash. It's unavoidable.
Well, yeah, I mean, the snail scenario, that does upset me.
I had a really good idea in January. My mother has been growing her own fruits and vegetables for 4 years, and I decided in a moment of madness that I was going to try. On my balcony, I planted carrots, spring onions and lettuces, and I thought I'd have a nice salad when it all grows. But I seem to have planted about 1,000 lettuces in one pot, and I was going to make a hanging garden because there's only a balcony, so there's not a lot of room, and it looks like I'm going to be like picking the leaves off rather than harvesting the lettuces because there's just so many crammed into one pot.
Yeah, it's one of those 5 litre water bottles that's been sack-sawed open, so it's only like probably 15 inches long and about 6 to 8 inches wide. So
And how about the depth?
4, 5.
5 inches of soil.
So it probably would house like 2 lettuces that were fully grown, maybe one, not 100 or so.
Well, there was 1,000 lettuces in the packet, and I used half a packet on each.
Yeah, it was a logistical oversight, wasn't it? 500 lettuces, but it can grow one. It was like London or something.
It's overcrowded.
Yeah. So you'll be eating lots of mini lettuces, or you could always repot them.
Yeah.
Have like your little lettuce farm growing. Your ears look like lettuce leaves.
Do not tell people that my body parts look like edible delicacies. I just wanted to ask you your opinion about what you thought of growing your own fruits and vegetables. Is it advisable in this economic climate, or do you think it's cheaper to get them from the supermarket?
I think if a person can learn what to do, make good decisions, growing your own stuff is the best time since World War II to do it. Everything, food's going up, quality, you don't know what's in the food. Is it GMO? Is it got pesticides? All the local supermarkets raising their prices all the time, I think.
Have you ever noticed, I don't know if they're overproducing, but sometimes when you buy fruits and vegetables from the supermarket chains, the big supermarkets, sometimes they're a bit tasteless. Actually, a lot of the time. They don't taste like they used to when I was a kid.
No, it's because they're I know it sounds ridiculous, they're mass producing, so they're putting more on them.
Not using as much fertiliser and nutrients and plant food.
Yeah, over harvesting the fields. Really, fields need rotations a lot, but they don't get used for a year, so they get all restored. You can't just keep growing and growing and growing. So they're not, and there's no care, pride in it. It's just bang it out to fill the shelves, and farmers, especially in this country, are not getting paid properly, so they're rushing things, and it's not their fault. But everybody wanted everything really cheap, and this is the price to pay. But now, downside of it, little man's not getting paid no more, but the shops are charging more and more and more. So it's shot us in the foot, really. But there's never a better time to grow your own stuff. I mean, when I get a nice garden, a bit of land one day, I want to grow some chickens on it and go all the way. So it's great what we've got going on the balcony here. It's the way forward, but you're growing carrots, aren't you?
Yeah. And also, did you hear... Actually, I don't know if you knew this and anyone at home knew this. This was a complete shock when I heard this. Strawberries. Did you know that if you plant strawberries on the same patch of land for more than 3 years running, it poisons the soil? I did not know that until last year.
So rotating everything's really good then.
Yes.
I think strawberries are nice, but I think there's more things have better yields and better practicality to grow than strawberries.
It's like spinach. You can plant a whole field full of spinach. It cooks down to nothing. If you cook spinach, you can put a whole bag of spinach in a pot and it will just shrivel to a tiny handful of spinach, a bowl full.
Well, I like my spinach raw.
Yeah. I love spinach in smoothies.
We're big
really
smoothie
good.
advocates, we are. We put everything in and we make super smoothies.
Yeah. You put frozen fruit, frozen vegetables.
Fresh as well, no?
Yeah, fresh.
Apples, pears if we've got them, everything really. Grapes, anything going.
Smoothies can be amazing. They give you so much energy.
I'm looking forward to it as we grow more of our own, to have our own organically grown, everything organic for years. And say anybody, if you you want your children to have more vegetables and fruit in the diet, I definitely recommend smoothies. A clever way. There's no other tricks you can do.
In fact, you can also make ice cream by blending it, putting it in the blender, yeah, and you hide your vegetables and fruits in there, and then you freeze it, and it comes out like ice cream. We've spoken to you about insect killing, we've spoken to you about gardening on your balcony, and now we're going to speak to you about putting this show to bed. So we say good night, good evening, good day to people around the world, and to others we say farewell. Bye!
Bye!
No, darling, no!
Oh, really?